Snaps for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff, but
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
That's a good question.
Brandon,
we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.
Oh, yo. What's up? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Rashad Milligan. This is the road to 5K subs. I'm going to get right into it. I hope you all had a great day and things of that sort. It was a sad day in the news in America, if you're in America, because I'm in America. So that is the vantage point of where I'm reporting from. And with that being said, without further ado, you guys see the title, so you know what this video is about. Let's get into it.
We were over in the.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were over in the loading bay right here next to it and started seeing everybody run. The maintenance guys were telling everybody to get out of the building. So everybody started.
Hold on. Let me make sure all my things are right as well. And shouts out to, hold on, I need to do the shout out now. That is important. Got to make sure all the facilities are correct. Shouts out to Alicia Devine, photojournalist with USA Today and TD Online. What the TD stand for? The Tallahassee Democrat. Yeah. Shout out to the Tallahassee Democrat. Shout out to Gannett.
Is that right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we were over in the loading bay right here next to it and started seeing everybody run. The maintenance guys were telling everybody to get out of the building. So everybody started coming out the back. And I mean, if they would have probably moved 20 feet further, they would have been on this side of the building, which is where he walked out. He came out.
The shooter?
Yeah, he came out this door right here, and then he saw the maintenance guy who was waving everybody and I guess heard him probably and turned and shot that way towards like our direction towards him. There's a golf cart over here with a bullet hole in it.
Yeah, we got a picture of
that blocked it. So that was meant for him. And then after that, he turned this way and started shooting out on the green. He didn't shoot many shots when he came outside. It was only like 4 or 5 shots, but he shot like 2 at our direction, and then he shot like 2 this direction. And that's the girl that got shot in the butt over here that was laying down for a while. They stretchered her off. She looked like she was alive, but I'm not sure. I hope that she is. But then he went back inside. I should have probably hid. I pulled out my phone and started videoing everything and came back out. I heard that there was a shotgun that never fired that they saw, so they had me looking in the bushes for a shotgun for a while.
And who's they? Have you?
The cops. The cops showed up very fast, like almost instantly. Tons and tons of cops showed up instantly. I mean, there were probably 20 cops within 5 minutes, just right there. But then, as well as the 100 that were out here.
Yeah. Did you see multiple shooters?
I didn't see multiple. There was only the one that was in here. But what I've heard is that they had one at each entrance. Mm-hmm. So I think that like this was the guy on this side, and then there was probably one on that side and one on that side.
So nobody was going to get out essentially.
Yeah, they had it planned. I mean, it seems like a coordinated thing. It was definitely coordinated.
And what were you doing here? Were you getting ready to go to the Union? Were you?
No, I had just left. I was going to my car.
So you were just leaving?
Parked on the service road right
How's that make you feel now? You kind of missed the brunt of it.
Well, I mean, good. I'm glad I'm alive. Yeah. I'm glad everybody else standing here wasn't right there, but and I'm glad that my maintenance guy who was helping by everybody out got missed. But I mean, it's crazy. People are sick. There's sick people in the world.
We were literally just talking about Tallahassee yesterday on the channel, talking about Charlie Ward being hired by FAMU and being a Florida State great and to be hired at FAMU. Apparently, Charlie Ward's father, he played at FAMU as a running back back in the day. And so, Charlie Ward has deep family roots and everything like that in the Tallahassee area. Very ironic. Very next day, this happens on campus. It's always a tragic, traumatic thing, especially nowadays. The more and more like time goes on, the more and more is like everybody's kind of first reaction to record. Like he said, he came back out and he started recording. There's so many videos that pop out when these things initially happen. If you're on social media at the right time, on the right platform, or I guess the wrong time and the wrong platform, you're bound to see some pretty graphic and just explicit things that we probably shouldn't be consuming as just usual humans, normal humans, and things of that sort on a daily basis. some pretty gross stuff. And yeah, man, nobody should have to be put through that. The kids here, especially the faculty and the staff, the people who are just trying to do their job and just trying to get through the day. And for people to kind of have a thing out, whether it's mental illness or just personal vendettas against the world and society, universities, institutions, it's always a sad thing. Always a sad thing. And it only happens in one country. So here's the next one. It's a student's point of view.
This way, this way. Where do I need to sit?
Fucking real, dude.
Well, yeah.
This way, this way.
Crazy. And these are kids. This is a generation that they grew up with these fire drills, not fire drills, but with these, you know what I'm saying, tragedy drills and things of that sort. So they, even though they're like kind of frantic a little bit, they're a little more calm paced because these kids grew up doing this in high school, middle school, and things of that sort. Like a great point that we're gonna get to eventually. We're gonna get to here. But yeah, is that a lot of these kids, like the seniors, they're a lot of those are the same kids from the Parkland situation a few years ago, just grown up, and those kids have had to deal with this twice. How will they ever even trust the school campus again? You know, I know me personally. I'm just talking about from my perspective because it's my perspective. But like with work, right? After I work from home for an extended period of time, uh, like when I got to go back in the office, I'm like, oh, I gotta go back in the office. This and that. And it used to be the office was just like, all right, just go back in the office, you know. But now it's like, oh, buddy. And I can only imagine what it's like for a student who is going through not one of these, but two of these in their lifetimes as a student, from the time where they were younger in school and grade school and things of that sort to the time that they are older and young adults finishing school as seniors in college and undergrad and stuff. Like I can only imagine what that is like. It's just like, okay, I gotta overcome my fear and come back to it. Like, gotta go back to school at some point. For it to happen again, you probably be so paranoid to the point where you wouldn't even leave the crib. Like me personally, I barely leave the crib over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm in a new city, new area, everything. Like I rarely leave the crib. You know what I'm saying? For safety reasons and stuff like that. And that's just what all the locals told me when I moved here. They're like, be safe, be safe, be safe. And that's what I've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Situations like these, sometimes people do all the right things. They're probably just, you know what I'm saying, like me. Like the only time they leave the dorm or the apartment is to go to work, go to school, or get some groceries, bro. Run errands. And for that to happen, for people just trying to go about their days is insane to me. What is this? Is this his TikTok, Twitter? And he has a Bible verse in the bio. You are my word club, my weapon for battle. With you, I shatter nations. Oh, with you, I destroy kingdoms. Okay. All right. So, okay. All right. He's clearly making fun of the protesters. If you're bothered to actually find the article and read it, you see it in its mentions as an onlooker, not a member of the protest itself. That's not even him in the photo you posted. It looks like him in the photo, like because other outlets are using this photo. Let me see, Phoenix. Let me see. Copy and paste into, yeah, it's him. Fox News got him. New York Post has him. Phoenix Igner. Oh yeah, that does look different than the other guy, but it's the same guy. It's just probably like an older photo. Excuse me. Terrifying footage during the chaos of the Florida State Tallahassee situation shows a man marching up and down, and you see right there. I cannot show this on YouTube, but this is him allegedly the suspected guy. So yeah, okay, all right. Anyways, let me get out of here before New York Post gets me in trouble tonight. Okay. Next thing. Oh yeah. Where's the Oh, okay. Here's a student that spoke.
DeSantis, the president, Donald. I'm gonna call on Governor Ron DeSantis, the president, Donald Trump for, this stuff keeps going on, right? But we're praying every day. Prayer is good. Spirituality is good, but prayers don't do much, right? So it's good for the soul, but is this still happening? I think it is. So we need to make some gun reforms.
The thing about these kids is they grew up giving these same speeches, and then it's like it's almost sad to the point where it's like, okay, now it's their turn to tell the, you know what I'm saying? Now their turn to use the speech that they've been using all their lives growing up. And legislation hasn't changed. And this was something that, a lot of people were very critical of Kamala Harris and what she did as a vice president. But one thing I saw firsthand and I covered firsthand was she was extreme loud and proud advocate of Second Amendment reform and things of that sort. She, like she said, she's a supporter of the Second Amendment and believer of it. She's just like, okay, but like it should be more difficult to get access to these things that can alter lives, because it's gotten out of control, and it's been out of control for generations and generations. And Quavo has been kind of with her a lot with that stuff when she was in office and things of that sort. She was trying to get stuff passed, but you know how that goes. 3 branches of government, all of that stuff. President, vice president can only do so much. And the same thing even now with this thing, it's the same thing. However, they do control, I believe that party controls most of who controls so yeah, they control the Senate. They control the Senate. Who controls the House? And here it is. It's the same thing. Same thing on this side as well with the House. So they control the House and the Senate. But yeah. Anyways. With that being said, it's like you can only get stuff passed with kind of like usually who is more with the more and stuff and things of that sort. So frustrating times for people who believe in reform and things of that sort. But I don't know. At what point are you like, dang, okay, this is just something that we got to live with and we got to figure out how to work around it. If there is a way to work around it, I don't know. FAMU still had class. Speaking of FAMU, earlier, someone shared the email, which is, I think it's just kind of crazy, in my opinion. I know, like, crazy is like a what was the word for it? Tabloid, like not tabloid, but a provocative word nowadays, or whatever, however you say it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Class is still on, but praying for those affected. FSU, per the news, sales management, all caps. Class, yes, we still have class, but praying for our neighbor school and those affected. Group presentations for group 1, 2, and 3 Only 2 groups have to upload their presentations by tomorrow's class. Business casual is fine. This is insane, bro. This is insane because you're talking about a school in the same town as another school. It's a college town. This is where Mr. Tuski, Lil Tyler's from this town and things of that sort, everything like that. And I don't know, man. Like, yeah, I think if it happened there, like, you're definitely going to be shaken up. Like, if you had a cousin that used to go there, you're shaken up. If you know somebody that used to go there, you're shaken up. So just imagine the people that actually go to school in the same area, in the same town, the same day that it happened. And the reports of the guy being, kind of allegedly running around campus was going on felt like 20, 30 minutes before they were like, oh, yeah, they got him in custody. They caught him. Bro, that's a long time. And Tallahassee's only so big. So for that to happen over there and to still have class the same day and be like, yo, turn in your project by tomorrow is insane. It's insane, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Unless it's journalism class and the assignment is to write a story about this, is no reason for any kid to have to physically go, especially in a post. Excuse me, not even a post, but I guess after years of panini, right, era and things of that sort in society, like kids, you can do virtual class, bro. You can do virtual class or no class at all. Like a lot of those kids probably know those kids at the other schools, and they might know someone who's affected. All these things, bro. I think it's just a bit dismissive and tone deaf. I think a lot of times we can get caught up in that stuff and just be dismissive and forget like human elements to stuff. This is from Fred Guttenberg. American is broken. My daughter Jamie was unalived in the Parkland school situation tragedy. Many of her friends were lucky enough to survive that tragic situation, and went on to attend Florida State. Incredibly, some of them were just a part of the second school tragedy, and some were in the student union today. As a father, all I ever wanted after the Parkland tragedy was to keep our children safe. Sadly, because of the many people who refuse to do the right things about reducing this type of violence, I'm not surprised about what happened today. It's really sad, man. It's really sad. Excuse me. You go to Fred's page. It's like, thing is, he's holding a book with his daughter. I'm seeing a baby. You know what I'm saying? It's sad. It's just really sad. And shout out to Fred and Find Helpers and everything like that. Tragic situation all the way around. I'm sorry for yawning. I apologize. But yes, next topic. Doesn't get much more nice. We're going back to Karmelo. So Dallas police have arrived, and Austin Metcalf's father is leaving news conference where Karmelo Anthony's parents are scheduled to speak publicly for the first time. So did he show up to the press conference and they're removing him? So what's going on here? News conference is starting and address surprise appearance from Austin Metcalf's family who left.
I want to start off this press conference. To say something as a deep note that I can tell America. What we've seen at the beginning of this press conference, the father being at this press conference, these are my words, don't quote anybody, is a disrespect to the dignity of his son. Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. no matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have.
I'm confused. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused. If this is if that was a statement for the legal sense to like for the sake of the case and the trial, I'll leave it to the lawyers and everything like that, and you know the people with experience. But me personally, I'm confused. Like I don't know. He said it's a disrespect to his late son that he showed up to a press conference of the family on the other side of the tragedy. I don't. He probably. I don't know. The father probably can't think of nothing else. To be honest, like you can't think of nothing else after like this. And then you turn on TV is the biggest story in the country. Like I said, it's Trump tariffs, and then this is these are the two biggest stories in the country. Like there's no running from it. So I don't know if he's looking for some closure. I don't know if he wanted to look him in the eyes and was I want y'all to know like what's going on. I want y'all to feel my pain. Like, because I don't like you might feel pain about your son being thrown into the spotlight and everything like that and being attacked and you know being the subject of threats and things of that sort. At the same time, I'm feeling a different pain that it's like I at least you guys can see and touch him. Like I'll never be able to have that again with this guy. Like I don't know. I'm confused. I'm confused with the that's disrespectful to him. I'm confused about that. I'm confused.
That it is just outright wrong to get involved in this. Karmelo Anthony doesn't have to walk. He doesn't have to involve in any senior activities. But Karmelo Anthony is a 3.7 GPA student. And if he doesn't even go to class for the remainder of the year, he would graduate. Okay? We asked that Frisco do not make a decision in this situation. But Frisco ISD has notified of their intent to expel Karmelo Anthony from school.
Okay. So I seen the caption for this, and I was also confused about this. I was like, why is he upset? Why is it disrespectful that they might expel him from the school system? Like I feel like yeah. And then he explained it. You remember again, if Joker is a senior, and like he said, he don't even have to attend any more classes to graduate on time because he's got a 3.7. He's good to go. I get it now. It's like the boy was 5 weeks, or the young man, excuse me. I'm sorry. I've been playing the clip of Austin's mom calling him a boy all day, just out of disbelief that she said that on the news. But yeah, if the young man is 5 weeks away from graduation, I understand where there will be an outrage about like it's like he literally finished the work. What's up, Jordan? What's good? What's good? All right, but yeah. I get that. I get that point. The first one I didn't get when he said it was disrespectful about the father showing up. I didn't necessarily understand that. Maybe you guys can just explain to me in the comments and be like, this is why it's disrespectful. And hopefully you don't like talk down on me in the process. Please be nice. But if you don't want to be nice, that's cool too. That's fine. I understand why you wouldn't be nice at a time like this when emotions are high. This 20 seconds of his mom speaking, and then I have like a full 3-minute clip about his mom speaking. So yeah.
Half boy, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. Half boy.
All right. So that's what the mom said. That's the 20-second version. We're gonna go to the 3-minute version now. Where is it? Hold on. Okay. I got it. It was down. It was out of order on my little sheet. Okay, bit.
Has been under attack.
Cool.
Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys in wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak.
I said this yesterday after looking at the Austin Metcalf's mom and brother interview, and I'll say it again today. This is one of those situations that is it's already gotten really far, and you can already see like the leakings of it, of how crazy this one is gonna get. Like people in the comment section said, like I just hope that stuff don't get too crazy just around the entire country, the general public and everything like that. But yeah, man, it is. This has gotten out of control. It's been out of control, but this is because what I see like little moments where like, and then what the public is saying, right? It's what the public is saying, social media is saying, and everything like that. It's very extreme comments on both sides of the spectrum. Like I literally yesterday, I got on here, I did nothing but read. I just read articles from the respected websites and things of that sort. Just read it. And people are like, oh, you just did it. I was still being attacked. All I did was read. Still was attacked for that. I say something that wasn't reading. It was just my thoughts. I get attacked for that. I done got attacked from both sides in the comment section on this thing. So it's like the hostility, the tension around the country, around this particular story in this particular scenario are extremely, extremely high right now. And yeah, I don't really have a good feeling about this, but it is what it is. We got to let it play out, and we'll see where this goes. Like I said, it's a tragedy on both sides. It's a tragedy on both sides because it's like, yeah, we'll watch it. But rest in peace to Austin Metcalf for sure. But also like Carmelo's family is suffering. You know, like it's one thing for like for you to be on who on Carmelo, right? On the 17-year-old kid, and you like, oh, I'm on Carmelo because of ABC, right? It's one thing for that. It's another thing to be on his family that ain't got nothing to do with what, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy to me. Because you can see, I don't even want to say too much because I already know I'm going to be attacked. I'm going to be attacked regardless. I think that point was proven yesterday when I just read 3 articles. That's all I did on the video, and people were still like, you are disgusting. This is... People going to say something regardless. But anyway, we're going to play the rest of this.
Publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation.
He said rainy?
Here, when I speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day, there's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have...
And there it is. There it is.
To you.
Because I know people yesterday in the comments, they were asking like, where is that? Where is this at? Where is they didn't do none of that publicly, but there it is. There you have it.
To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Like I said, me personally, I don't think his family should suffer for the rest of their lives for, you know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, see, tricky waters, but I'll say that for sure. I'll say that for sure. Like Carmelo specifically, Carmelo's 13-year-old sister should not have to fear for her ability to sleep in her bed at night. She shouldn't. That's not right to me. That's not right. And I already see the comments and stuff in a response to that, but that's not right in my opinion. Just like Austin's family and Austin's father and Austin's mother and Austin's twin brother, they shouldn't have to deal with, you know what I'm saying, hostile comments from the other side. And that's not just saying black people, because I know some black people that, you know what I'm saying, feel me? So, there's no, like I said, I don't think there is any, oh, well, you know, we hope that it doesn't get too, it's already there. It's already there, man. It's already there. Ain't no going back now. You just gotta, I don't know. I honestly don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I do not know. I mean, I never figured, I don't think many black Americans have figured this out. I don't think any of us know what to do. I don't think any of us know what to do. And I'm just speaking from the black side because I'm black, right? But for like the white citizens as well that are just like, oh man, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know. But I do know this is on the track. This is early. We're 15 days removed from the actual tragedy. And this is already at this level. I just hope. I don't know, bro. I don't even know, bro. I don't even know, bro. I just hope minimal damage is done in terms of like lives lost and in the entire, I don't know, response to this entire, you know what I'm saying, tragedy. So yeah. It's crazy. Crazy. I don't know, man. Things get complicated, bro. I'll tell you that. All right, cool. Not cool, by the way. But we'll move on to the next story. I was just saying cool as a filler word. Okay, next story is from the because of them we can. Olivia Washington shares heartwarming magic of being on Broadway the same time as her dad Denzel Washington. I want to take a little detour with this first. I want to stay in the news. I'll stay in the news real quick. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna take a little detour real quick. Shout out to NOLA.com. Make sure you subscribe to NOLA.com if you want to help support me for sure. Support local journalism. This is not a tradition, it's trauma. Family of Caleb Wilson puts up anti-hazing billboard. And the billboard reads, Caleb Wilson, he had a future period, hazing took it away. Born November 1st, 2004. Transitioned February 27, 2025. Caleb was failed completely in the most unthinkable, irrevertible way. So apparently, just going into it, shout out to Quinn Kaufman for writing the story. Going into it, what I understand from the story, and I hate doing this because like if it's wrong, then people are like, you spreading wrong information. I apologize. But I believe what's going on here is in New Orleans, there's a Omega Sci-Fi convention or something like that, or event down here, a major event for 2-3 days in the middle of the week. And so Caleb's family bought these billboards for the Q Dogs to see. Yeah. For the next 2 days, an electronic billboard in New Orleans will honor the memory of Caleb Wilson, the Southern University engineering student who passed away in February after a February fraternity house ritual in Baton Rouge warehouse. The billboard campaign, organized by Wilson's aunts and uncles, will display messages in the city's Central Business District, the CBC, through Saturday. There we go. The timing and placement of the billboards in proximity to a meeting of thousands of Omega Psi-Phi members from multiple southern states, all convening in New Orleans from Wednesday to Sunday to set priorities and discuss business. I ain't gonna lie. I like the way that Caleb Wilson's estate has been moving, bro. His family has been moving real smooth. I really appreciate that. Now I did, you know what I'm saying? I questioned the Boosie thing of them saying we don't want our son's legacy and name to be tied to Boosie. I questioned it because it's like, was it a problem when Boosie came out and played with the human jukebox and Caleb, you know, at the Superdome, you know, for the Bayou Classic? What was it a problem then? Or was it like, look at our son, we are so proud of him. He's playing trumpet while Boosie's in front of him rapping "Wipe Me Down." You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something like that. But other than that, like every single thing they do, the stuff they say, like it just makes sense. And it really clicks. You know, it really clicks. So salute to this family, bro, for sure. 5 members from multiple southern states all convening in New Orleans from Wednesday to Sunday to set priorities and discuss the business of the fraternity's 9th district following the year. According to Retna Colbert, Caleb's aunt, the campaign seeks not only to honor their nephew's memory, but demand change in the wake of the preventable passing. In honor of our nephew, Caleb Wilson wrote, recreated this campaign, billboard campaign to demand accountability, raise awareness, and ensure that his story is never going to be forgotten. Colbert said in the news release, along with 3 kids and Wilson's uncles, Caleb was a brilliant, hard-kinded young man with a limitless potential and a gifted musician, a loving family member, and a light that lives in everyone who knew him. That light was extinguished far too soon because of hazing. Yikes. The billboard was switched throughout multiple displays. One reads Caleb Wilson, he had a future. Hazen took it away, and large red lettering next to a photo of Wilson on Southern's campus. Below the message are Wilson's death and his transitioning death date. His dates, excuse me, November 1st, 2004 to February 27th, 2025. Caleb was failed completely in the most unthinkable, irreversible way, the billboard says at the bottom. Another design reads out the list of live milestones that Wilson will never get to reach: his 2026 graduation, his first day on the job as a mechanical engineer, his wedding, the start of his family. It ends with the check mark next to the only milestone he did reach: his March 15th service and burial. Crazy. These billboards are a public dedication of our grief, our love, and our fight for justice. They speak to what Caleb lost, but also to what the world lost. Wilson's family wrote in a news release, "We want every student, parent, educator, and community member to understand the real cost of hazing. This is not a tradition, it's trauma, and we will not continue it to go unchecked." The physical billboard is located on 1000 Poydras Street and will remain through Saturday. The 88th annual meeting of Omega Psi Phi's 9th District gathers fraternity members from Arkansas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, and Texas at the Hyatt Regency in New Orleans, just blocks away from the billboard. In wake of Wilson's death, unaliving, politicians and fraternity and sorority leaders have offered measures that they believe could prevent another hazing-related passing. Tony Clayton, district attorney for the 18th Judicial District and chairman of Southern University's Board of Supervisors, has proposed putting all recruitment and intake activities at Southern in their hands of the graduate chapters of the Greek letter organizations, not the undergrads. And if I'm not mistaken, a lot of these men, and in Caleb Wilson's case, they were veterans and graduate students, allegedly, according to some reports and stuff like that. State Representative Delisha Boyd, a Democrat from New Orleans, introduced legislation at the state capitol this session that will require more stringent anti-hazing education for Louisiana college students. She has dubbed her bill the Caleb Wilson Act. I know that's right. The billboard campaign comes a month after Wilson's homegoing service on March 15th in Kenner, and 1 week after two Tulane University fraternities were suspended for suspected hazing. So there it is right there, man. Here it is right there. Caleb, we're with you every single time. If you look in every bio since, we last covered you, you're the first link in there, majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the first links in there, and we're always remembering you and want to honor your legacy 100%. Rest in peace, fly high, Caleb Wilson. Gone too soon, but I guess we will just use him as a lesson to kids coming up and stuff like that. And hopefully he incites change. We'll see. All right. Because of them, we can. Olivia Washington shares her heartwarming magic of being on Broadway at the same time as her dad, Denzel Washington. This is written by the Because of Them We Can staff. What an accomplishment for the entire family. Actress Olivia Washington, the daughter of legendary Denzel Washington, wrapped up her time on the Broadway starring as Elise Childress's Wine in the Wilderness. Playbill reports the play received rave reviews and was the directorial debut for Tony Award-winning La Chance, The Color Purple, running from early March through April 13th on the C's Len F. Anderson Engelson Theater. Recently, Olivia visited Good Morning America to talk about her play and how exciting it felt to be on Broadway at the same time as her father, who's currently starring in Othello. I don't think we knew how special it would be until we were able to go into each other's opening. And it's kind of like, oh, wait, this is kind of an important moment, isn't it? Bronny and LeBron James. Olivia recalled. The family was front and center, supporting each other. And while it didn't give them until that moment, Olivia said the real magic was just getting to go home to her family every night and getting a home-cooked meal. I feel so lucky, firstly, that we're in the same city, so I can go home and my mom always makes me dinner, she said, laughing. Excuse me. It's a full circle moment for the Washington family. Denzel is currently making history with Othello, which has become the highest grossing Broadway play ever. And he once starred in the beginning of his career more than 40 years ago. Meanwhile, the next generation is carrying the torch. Olivia wrapped up the successful off-Broadway run with her brothers Malcolm and John David, and still relishing in the success of the piano lesson film, which premiered on Netflix last year. Who framed from Frame playwright August Wilson. We can't wait to see what this family does next. Oh, salute, man. Salute, man. Salute to the Washington family. He gonna put them to work for sure. Just like this man right here, Master P. Just like T.I., he gonna put his kids to work now. They gonna know the value of $1. So shouts out for sure. Okay. We got two more things, man. Two more things and then we out of here.
About this that often I date younger men.
Mhm.
And a lot of it is because
Let's stop on that, folks.
Oh my God, we had a
Several
great dinner.
snaps on that
we
one.
had a great dinner, by the way. We're across
Correct.
the table. Your husband goes, but why? And I said, well, maybe because I can.
Yes. Harish. This
No.
is what I'm saying. Tales from Tracy's.
It's fun. It's very
Okay,
fun to share.
Tracy tale.
But
But
you dated
Oh, I'm
younger
sorry.
women.
but
Y-
one of the
younger men.
reasons, though, that because I had to ask myself that question, I was like, what is this about?
Yeah.
Because I want a partner. And
Mhm.
so often, and it's not just that I'm older, I'm also very embodied. I am a full, very whole person who
Yes.
knows myself, who is in charge of my life, and who lives a very full, just robust life. So it's not just age, it's like life experience and sort of a difference. But I had to ask myself the question, why? Why does this keep sort of coming up other than they're hot and gorgeous?
There's that.
There's that.
Sure.
But a lot of men my age are steeped in a toxic masculinity and have been raised in a culture where there is a particular way that a relationship looks. And anything that starts to smell of that for me,
Yeah.
I did enough of it where
Yeah.
I was controlled and felt like I was a possession or whatever those things were, or prize and I have no interest in it and I
And
will
you've-
not do it again.
Yeah. So a lot of people, a lot of men in particular, they were offended by this. By Tracy Ellis Ross saying that she prefers younger men because older men are into just like kind of archaic beliefs about misogyny and the relations to the females or woman community and things of that sort, right? So yeah, man, it's a thing. It's a thing for sure. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I got off track. Let me get on track. It is for sure a thing for her to say, like, she's not making it up, just like logically speaking. Like you think about generalizing is never good. Generalizing is never a good thing. Let me prerequisites here and say that and stuff like that. Generalize is never good. However, with like members in your family, generally speaking, older members of your family are going to be like on the same stuff from 2002 that was like socially acceptable back then. You know, when people were saying the R word openly and people were saying the F word openly and non-black people were saying the N word because it was in rap songs. Like it took all of that for people, you know what I'm saying, to get to where we currently are today. But yeah, man, she makes a good point. I do think also at the same time, if people want to call her out for preferring younger men, I think they have the right to do that as well because they do that to men, especially Bossy, Real Boss and Richie. You know, it's the same thing. Like, so yeah. That's what I had to say about that for sure. If this is your first time watching me, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It was just a tough day. I had to come in the office today, which I was bringing up again a few times, and so I had to wake up an hour early, and that hour is a lot when you're up editing at like 3:40, 4 o'clock. Anyway, reminder that the SEC's intra-conference transfer rules, no SEC to SEC transfers in the spring portal, even for grad transfers. Nico can't go to another SEC school and gain immediate eligibility. Tennessee can't get their next starter from an SEC foe. So here it is, transferring within the Southern Conference. A transfer student, including a graduate transfer from a member institution, may be eligible for intercollegiate competition during the individual's initial academic year and residence at another member institution provided by the student athletes written notification to transfer to the institution within their sports regular NCAA transfer window immediately following the sports championship segment. So all of this to say, if Milaysia Fulwiley is in South Carolina, she can't necessarily just go to she can't just go to the how do you say it? She can't go to Ole Miss unless she wants to sit out a year or unless she gets the appeal and the paperwork and the loopholes to do it. But she can't play at Ole Miss because of this. So here we go. Labor the Butter, her first time speaking publicly since the reports of her going into the transfer portal. Shouts out to Lulu Kesson for reposting this on Twitter. I want to begin by thanking my hometown of Columbia, South Carolina. Without my village, I wouldn't be where I am today. Chasing my dreams. Thank you to Coach Staley, the entire South Carolina staff, my teammates, and the unforgettable moments we've created together. More importantly, thank God for the fans for embracing me and supporting me over the past 2 years. After thoughtful consideration, I've decided to enter my name into the transfer portal. I'm excited what's next and grateful for all the continued love and support. So there you have it. There you have it, man. There you have it. So with that being said, do you think she sounds like she want to go now? Like she want to play one more year of college basketball, competitive college basketball, and then go to the league, man. Go to the league because her stock probably can't get higher than what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? Top 5 lot, top 3 discussions. And I personally think she's the number 1 pick. Well, I'm speaking about Flauche. That's a whole nother situation. Oh, Lord, I'm running stories together. It's time for me to get out of here, guys. With that being said, every game can be a 50-point performance, but I appreciate everybody's patience, and I'm glad that I was at least able to read the facts and things of that sort. We'll see what happens. Someone asked, why did Steph Curry sign her? Because she's an exciting player. She went viral her very first game in Paris against Notre Dame, where she went behind the back and then went straight into a finger roll. Like, that was exciting. She's an exciting player. That's why she got signed to Curry brand. And she's a phenomenal player as well. You know what I'm saying? She just needs that structure, learn the game of basketball, slow down, IQ a little more, and then we'll move from there. But yeah, as always, my name is Rashad Milligan. This is the Road to 5K Subs. If you are new to the channel, until next time, please take care of yourselves. Have a good morning. Have a good afternoon. Have a good evening. Have a good night. And to
That's for losers, man. I don't get involved in that stuff. But
Angel Rashad Milligan rolling out.
Good question. Brandon, we can't ask Rashad questions.
Hey, Rashad.